Moron. Okay.
Are we live?
We are already live. Slide number 3. And,
oh my. I cannot keep it together today.
I can't either. My God. We're going to have to make a real bumper. Hey, everybody who's not here. We got 7 people waiting, though. Oh, God.
Friday night.
Great. Geez. Well,
no, Saturday night.
I haven't even mixed my drink yet. I mean, I'm going to try and do the Jimmy Dore thing and, like, drink cocktails while we're doing the show.
Okay.
Tell me if you
well,
can
leave me up a good slide. Don't leave me hanging. Sometimes you'll just leave me with nothing, and I have to just freestyle.
Okay, boomer.
I guess I could have cut it a little shorter.
That's all right. No problemo, man.
I think it only goes 2 minutes. How long's Jimmy's music run?
Oh, he runs it for like 20 minutes to 2 hours.
Right.
Oh my God!
Did you like that?
Yeah, I love that. Now, if I can just find a graphic to get. Well, let's just see if we can push you in this way. Are we there?
Yay!
I'm a little red. It looks like I've been drinking orange wine. It's
You look like Uncle Trump.
Hey, Brent, what's going on, man? Welcome to what's the name of the show we're doing?
Beauty and the Boomer.
After Dark.
After Dark.
Hey, we're just, this is the premiere. Welcome, everybody. We're real special because you get to watch us do a premiere, so that makes us special. So anyway.
You want to slide me over a little?
Yeah, I'm going to try. You're down in what is that, a step stool or a mini high chair?
I don't know. Okay, I framed myself. I'm good.
Okay, but you're still let me see if I can raise you up a little bit. I need to make your head a little bit bigger because I'm like Land of the Giants and you're like, the Hobbit. So
Eat a Giants for real, right?
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Here, let's see if we can fix this.
We're going to have to talk about it someday.
Let's crash the system here. Okay. We've got
No, don't do that.
Hey, okay, I think you're looking good there. Oh, so cool.
Thank you.
So nice. And I've got to do something.
Hello, chat.
Hey, Brent. Hey, Insight and Awareness. Woot,
welcome.
Brent, because I said
we're gonna have fun tonight. We got some great clips. We got some funny stuff. We're gonna off-road a little bit tonight.
Yeah, off-road a lot of it tonight, I hope, because we get so pinned up with the politics. And I gotta say, I'm so stuck in that political mode that I drug some into tonight's show. I hope it doesn't taint you.
I know. We're rooted in it. There's no way to get away from it, especially we've been immersed in it. I have for 5 years. I know you have for I've known you for 5 years. So it's our life.
Yeah, that's the story. You know what? I've known you for that long. We've been friends on Facebook, and I've been going like, love, laugh, for
right.
for the last. And I never met you face to face until 6 months ago.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
I know, and I have so many of those on my Facebook. The Burners did an amazing thing in 2015 and 2016. And that is, before that, Facebook was your friends, your family, your acquaintances. And we, in an attempt to network and find each other to support Bernie Sanders, we allowed strangers onto our Facebook pages. And because of that, we built an amazing network of just incredible people across not just the country, but the world. And every day I have people come on my page. I love their comments. I get to know them. I get invested in their lives, their families, I actually do love that aspect of Facebook. Call me old, but
Well, no, but
I'm thankful.
it is the true. It's the new way that things are, because when you talk about that, it's like dating. Remember, you used to get
I don't know. I haven't done
introduced,
that in a long time.
or you went to church to meet some.
I haven't done that in a long time either.
Well, I went to a Catholic church and I never got any. So
Bull, come on.
No. The priest
Was it all boys' school?
No. The priest was looking me up and down, but I didn't want any of that shit. So, anyway, hey, Jilly, what's up?
I see Jesus is here. Combo couch. Yeah, we're comboing. The combo couch is at a Trump rally, I hear.
Are they broadcasting right now? We don't want to rain on their parade. Should we shut down the stream?
No, they shut down and they launched like maybe an hour before us or 45 minutes before us.
Are they still going wild or what? Are you watching?
I don't know. I haven't been in there.
Maybe we should check in. I think and everybody. Hey, Jesus. Melissa. Hey, Melissa. Jilly love. You know what, guys? Thanks for joining us. We're just having fun. This is our let down the hair night, take off our pants, whatever. I promise I won't take my pants off.
Keep your pants on, Oz. Yeah. Melissa, I did know who Bernie Sanders was because I remember him being one of those defying votes during the Iraq war fight, but I had to re-look into him in 2015. Like, who is this guy,
Yeah, I used to listen to him on Brunch with Bernie with Tom Hartman.
I know, he used to be on Hartman all the time. God, Hartman was a disappointment.
He bent the knee real quick.
Bent the knee and the other knee.
Yeah.
But he still sometimes gets me. When I went to Philadelphia, I took Hartman's book and read it, and one of them, his latest one. And I still agree with him on so many points. I just don't. It's like Chomsky.
Yeah.
How do you know the problem and then support it?
Yeah, I've got a couple of Hartman's books, and but I've got to say, Thomas Frank's books are the ones. They are the ones to watch.
Yeah.
Read or whatever, listen to, whatever, virtual download. Anyway, keep talking.
I found a new economist last night. It's not new. I've came across him before. Mark, God, what's his last name? He's British. I want to say he's from the UK. But anyways, he was on Contact with Chris Hedges last night or this week. And I guess I'm drawn to economy. I think it's because it's the answer, and we have to have the answers to those questions. How are you going to pay for it? So I think that's why I study economy.
Yeah. Well,
economists so much.
You didn't know I could write and run the computer at the same time, did you?
What the hell are you doing?
Doodly. Anyway, no, I'm putting us into space. So we got some space behind us. We got some space.
Well, you did hear there's a giant meteorite headed for us, right?
Yeah.
New York Post says it's due to hit the day before the election. And I'm like, finally, I've been voting for this guy for freaking 4 years now.
Well, I can't wait.
I want to see it all go down.
My brother and I called it the potatoroid back in the day. That's what it was. You going to vote for Mark Charles? Right on. I just think I did an interview of Mark Charles the other day. I think Joy had him on. Yeah, Joy had him on, Mark Charles. That was Insight.
Joy's been heavy hitting lately.
Yeah. Well, Chris Foster, it's past your bedtime, young man.
And I appreciate that because I know how stressful it is.
Yeah,
so
I do too.
Kudos.
Anyway, don't take anything...
and to the engineer.
Yeah, well, everybody in the chat, don't take anything I say too seriously. I am having fun, and I'm joking at least 1% of the time. So, anyway.
1%.
1% of the time. Ooh, I like that background. Isn't that
Okie dokie dinosaur.
Quit beating on me, Grandma. Okay.
Grandma.
Well, you are Grandma.
I am a grandma.
You're a hot Grandma. You're a hot Grandma. I need to get some of these bells and whistles working a little bit. Let's see if the chat works. Can I see if the chat works? Because it was working cool the other night. I don't want that. So what are they saying in the chat? Get my head out of my ass, Oz, or what?
Snorks in bed.
Snorks in bed?
Well, sweet dreams, dear. Sweet dreams.
You going 9-9 snorks?
Jilly Love's here.
Hi, Jilly Love.
You can tell I might have partook a little bit before I came on.
Partake of what?
Well, legal marijuana.
Oh, legal marijuana. Okay.
Well, I don't know if Biden gets elected, right?
Okay. Hey, we got Snork up there above planet Earth. He's in bed. He's in bed in the stars. So that works. So I got that working tonight. Congratulations, Oz.
That's why we call it After Dark, dear.
It's after dark. That's
It's
what we're
After
doing.
Dark.
That is 4K background. And you know what? I'm going to kick us up a notch on one of these shows and see if we can get a little more clear in here. I'm the orange man tonight. I don't know why the hell I'm the orange man.
Yeah, why are you so orange?
Yeah,
You been hanging out with Trump?
I guess.
Or did you just eat too many Cheetos?
No, I think it's like kryptonite. I got too close to his bullshit and it kind of infected me. So, you're terrible.
I'm looking like his press secretary.
No,
Nazi Barbie.
Nazi Barbie, yeah. You look better than Nazi Barbie. So they need to feed her. She's underweight.
They do need to feed her. Maybe she'd be less angry. They're feeding her reporters.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. And she's got her little Post-it notes in her little book because they have to submit all the questions. So she's always flipping through. Okay, that's.
I give her credit for that. She comes prepared.
Yeah, she does. She's got the little 3M Post-it notes. I know that.
A hell of a lot more than the last two.
Yeah.
Do you remember the last two?
I'm still stuck on that other cutie pie that Stephanie Miller was in love with.
I thought you were going to say Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
No, oh my God, I put her out. I purged her from my mind. No,
I don't know how you do that.
No, it was really hard. I used a barbecue tong. Let me see what we got here. Okay, shall we do one? Let's do one.
Let's do one. Let's talk about one of our clips. We got some cool stuff for you guys.
Yeah, let's do one of our clips. Here, I'm going to put you to bed there, Snarky. You're still in the okay, there we go. Okay.
Good night.
We're going to do this one since it's the first one in the deck. Oh, I didn't start this right. Let me.
Now, I didn't watch yours on the slide deck, so I could be genuinely surprised.
You are going to be genuinely surprised. Okay, well. Come to find out, and I talked about this the other day on the dive, but somebody, who is that? She's from, oh gosh, what's her name again? I used to love her. I fantasized about her. But anyway, we'll let Jimmy talk about it.
You loved and fantasized about everybody. Ellen Barkin?
Ellen Barkin, yes. Ellen Barkin.
Do you know, I just found out something about her.
She's 64 years old.
No. So she went through this really nasty, bitter divorce with some Hollywood bigwig that had a shit ton of money. Obviously, she was looking for a payday. He threw her out with just her jewelry, and she sued the shit out of him one, and now she is like mega uber rich.
You want to know how rich she is?
100 million?
Give that lady a cigar. Just make sure Bill Clinton doesn't have it in his hand.
I always bring the facts, darling.
She, 101 million. And that was, I think, 2019. Maybe it was 2017.
She waited a long time, though, if I remember right. Like, she was destitute, waiting for this lawsuit to break her away.
Yeah. She was. But she got on the horn the other day on Twitter, the horn. And she was screaming bloody murder about how SAG has readjusted her insurance rates.
How disgusting.
Yeah,
How
and she was so disappointed that they cut her insurance off because she's not had. They base it on income, not on assets.
But does she still have access, like Biden says?
She's got $100 million worth of access.
Okay. Then shut the fuck up.
Anyway, let's see what Jimmy has to say here. Tell me if you can hear it.
After Health Plan announced on August 12th that it would be making major changes to its health plan that currently covers 33,000 members, plus 32,000 of their family members. The changes, which include an increase on the earnings minimum in order to qualify for health coverage. So you have to make a certain amount of money before you can get health care in America. You have to be successful enough. You have to get enough acting gigs.
These are actors.
Which, as everyone knows,
right,
it's a hot and cold business with acting.
Real cold now.
Sometimes you get job after job after job, and then sometimes you go a year or a half year or a year without getting a job. That's how acting works, but you're always auditioning, always working. And now they just raise the amount of money you have to make every year acting to be able to see a doctor when you get sick.
But nobody's acting.
But nobody's acting right now.
Chris
They shut down
Foster,
all the acting.
welcome home.
It almost is like SAG-AFTRA and this healthcare system is fucking nefarious and oppressive. And like, who in the fuck would ever design this as a healthcare system? When times get tough, you lose your health care? Joe Biden would design this. Premiums will also increase with $375 per quarter for one participant and $531 per quarter for one participant and a dependent, and $747 per quarter for one participant and two more dependents. And that should be pretty easy to pay when you're out of work.
That's affordable. Affordable.
Sure.
And if a participant's spouse has health insurance offered by their employer, they will not be eligible for coverage under the SAG-AFTRA healthcare plan.
That's incredible.
There are a lot of people that are able to maintain.
Why
their
are you
jobs right
bitching?
now.
How
You
can
have
you-
access.
How can you do that?
In addition, retirees will no longer be covered unless they meet the $25,950 income threshold.
I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
made
Holy shit!
Yep. Residuals do not count towards the income threshold.
How is that?
Residuals don't count.
Residuals from your movies.
Shocked, hurt, and angry.
Yeah, which is how you make your money on movies, right?
I think
SAG-AFTRA
Smallville.
health plan overhaul spotlights broken U.S. system.
I think Allison Mack is
So
in trouble.
how many of you guys who voted for
I
Warren
know a
still
lot
stand
about that
behind
story.
that call? How many of you blue check Hollywood motherfuckers who didn't back Bernie
Oh, yeah, it
Sanders
is.
and a real Medicare for all? First, they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I didn't want to piss off my management.
All right.
Here's Ellen Barkin.
That's
Ellen
it.
Barkin. I can't believe my union just took away our health insurance in the dark, in the middle of a pandemic. Shame on you, SAG-AFTRA. Shame on you.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
Ellen Barkin is worth $100 million.
2017. I was close. Oh, you were right on. There you go.
I honestly
So
heard that
Ryan
on a
Knight
different
tweets out
report. I didn't hear
shameful,
that
but
on
it shows
this.
that even Hollywood actors need Medicare for all.
Ryan Knight, knock it out of the park, Ryan.
Please, people are telling her, please support Medicare for all. Healthcare shouldn't be tied to employment. We need Medicare for all. Imagine the self-employed middle-class Americans that don't have any insurance and can't afford to pay for it ourselves and live on. Chin up. You still have access to healthcare, according to the Democrats. If only there was a presidential nominee who supported healthcare for all people.
If only.
How do you, the blue check celebrities who trash Medicare for all and Bernie Sanders, feel about SAG-AFTRA canceling the union health insurance that Joe Biden promised to fight to protect?
Yeah, so this is why I say, and I'll show everybody. I swore here. I'm not supposed to swear, I guess. Let's see what we got here. Who's for-profit medical insurance companies? Bitch, Hollywood.
Hell yeah, it's Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Are you freaking kidding? They're all tooting their horns.
I got to tell you, though, after this gets out in the next couple of weeks, I bet you the the SAG union's insurance company has to change their heart. Because when you have a high-profile movie star, even if it's an older movie star, I mean, she's doing Animal Kingdom still on FX, I think. So she has like a bazillion followers. When they see that, oh my God, Ellen Barkin just face planted us. We got to do something about it. So they're going to do the numbers, and it's better off to give them their damn insurance than let these movie stars get out here and scream for Medicare for all,
it's the
right?
fucking elite. I don't expect them to bend a knee to anybody, especially other rich people. But if they're going to bend a knee, it's going to be to the rich. So yeah, okay.
Shit, I want to be hope and change, or I want to be hopeful. I mean, yeah. What did Snarky call me? The Mighty Quinn? What is it?
No, there was a
Chris Foster.
hilarious comment in here. I think it was Chris Foster.
Yeah, Oz, you look redder than a Brit on holiday in the West Indies. Thank you so much, Chris.
You do.
I feel more like a barbecued wiener. That's what I feel like. So, but anyway, here, let me see if I can fix that. I don't know. I kind of like the red-orange look. Maybe it'll get me a job as president of the United States.
That worked for him.
Yeah, shit. What else? What else is going on? How's the chat doing over there? I can't see it.
I just went and ran through it a little bit. They're good. They're hanging out.
Jillies, yeah, just kick back. I'm going to go mix a drink pretty soon, so I want everybody else to go and get their favorite beverage. You know, I don't drink, really, not at all. I mean, when I go and fill out a form and they say, do you drink alcoholic beverages? I say no. And but I do drink quite a bit. Like 3 times a year, I'll have a glass.
I only get drunk at DEM conventions.
Yeah. God, that's a dangerous place to get drunk. You might.
It's dangerous for them.
You might get. You might get
Ask
sniffed.
Francis Farmer.
Yeah, you might get sniffed to death. Francis Farmer. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Is
Not
that
good.
Is that like
I let my disdain for the gated community limousine libs rip at 2:00 in the morning in Chicago with the Bernie surrogates.
while you're in?
Hey, but that's their fault for leaving an open bar. Thank you, Uncle Soros.
Thank you, Uncle Soros. Now, God dang it! Now I messed up my green screen. Okay, there we go. I think I'm kind of back. I like the orange better. Damn
No, I don't like the orange better.
Chris.
You look much better.
Oh, come on. Let me be a little more orange. How about there? How's that?
No, you look good.
That's okay. I'm a little red there, so I might as well put the red on because after I have a drink, I'll turn red. So, what,
I do. Yeah. No, I don't drink.
Let's show them. I want to show them some of the artwork that you've been doing. Check this out. Look what Shanda does.
That's for movie time. We're going to do movie time in a little bit. We've been talking about the Bernie Sand Wars series that came out from 2016 and beyond. And it's an 8-part series, and they're like 2 to 8 minute little clips. And they parody all of our favorite characters from the last 2 elections: Tulsi, Bernie, Warren, and all the bad guys too. And so we're going to do a story hour for the next few shows till we go through the series.
Are they, do you have one in tonight?
I do have our first installment tonight.
Yeah. Where is that? What number is that? Is that?
It's the one right below that one.
Generation.
So it says Showtime, and I'm telling you to be quiet, and you say, what?
There is nothing below Showtime.
Yeah, there's a Star Wars one.
Oh, the Star Wars one.
The Star Wars one.
It's not Generation.
It's a Star Wars parody.
Oh, okay. There. Okay, cool. Well, I want to show them some more artwork, damn it. Can I show them some more artwork?
Well, if you're going to go make a drink, play the Star Wars while you go make the drink.
Okay. Let me get the Star Wars thing going here. Okay. Everybody, shh. Let me see if I can get it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's get it up here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go mix a drink. How long does this run?
I think like maybe 2 to 4 minutes.
God, how can I make a gin and tonic in 2 to 4 minutes? I got to cut a lime. I might
snappy.
I might cut my finger off. Tell me if you can hear it, and I'll leave.
Got it.
I must speak with Donald the Trump.
You're an enemy of freedom. No bargain.
You will take me to Donald now.
I will take you to Donald now.
The rapists.
Bernie, you've come.
Don't worry, slave Elizabeth Warren. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Master, Bernie Sandwalker.
Muslims, yeah.
Democratic, socialist.
Muslims,
knight.
Muslims, Mexicans, Mexicans, Muslims. You will release Elizabeth Warren to me. Ha 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 ha. Mexicans, Muslims, Mexicans, Mexicans, luxurious Mexican ices. You will give me Elizabeth Warren, or you will be destroyed. It's your choice, but I warn you not to underestimate my powers. Losers. Elizabeth, wow, good job. Why didn't you just do that all along?
Oh, I don't know. I guess secretly I kinda liked being chained up in this sexy outfit. Makes me feel like I'm reliving my college years.
Yeah, Elizabeth, that's not a good look for you. Let's get you out of here.
You know, that was surprisingly anticlimactic. I thought for sure Donald would be our final adversary.
The GOP are a bunch of clowns. There's no chance they'll be moving into the White Star anytime soon. But it doesn't matter which alliance is in office. They're all puppets of Wallfleet and the corporate quinquaginta-centillionaires. Elizabeth, I want you to be my co-pilot.
Bernie, I'd love to be your co-pilot. Really, I would. But don't you think you should choose a co-pilot that can play to different strengths? I mean, you and I are so similar. It's almost as if we're brother and sister.
Oh no, it's Darth Hillary and the DNC!
Well. if it isn't Bernie Sandwalker.
Lisa Jar Jar Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Decided you want another debate after all? Very well, I'll take you down.
Jar Jar Debbie Wasserman Schultz stripped Bernie Sandwalker of all his resources.
Not my solar saber. I need that for the battle on planet Iowa. Hey, no. 1% of the 5% of the top 1% of the 1%. Hey, no, what are you doing? Hey, no, what are you doing?
Give him back his underpants. He only has one pair. Let's go, Bernie. You're coming with me.
I missed it.
You got me, damn it.
But I got my drink.
I got mine.
Gin and
my
tonic.
Bob Marley.
I got to tell you, I saw that Ryan Reynolds just sold his gin company, or they just sold the shares of it, and it's like some ungodly amount, like $1 billion. And I'm thinking, wow. And from what I saw, he acquired his shares in that company and it was worth $335 million. And I'm thinking, he's going to make $1 billion off of that sale? What the hell? I mean, talk about Deadpool and everybody. That's
I can't help but love Ryan Reynolds, so I can't talk no.
Oh yeah, he got shit for a long time, and he ate crap in a couple of movies.
I know a lot of Hollywood gossip about him, but honestly, I don't care.
Is he a good guy, or what is he? A little twisted or what?
No, I don't know. Honestly, to be at that level, you have to be twisted just because of the game of Hollywood. Yeah. So I'm sure he's got some fucking fetish or some weird thing that they're, leveraging. All in all, I think he's a great actor. I find him fucking hilarious. I love the Deadpool character.
No, I do too. I think it's great. What kind of twisted? Is it like Tom Hanks twisted? Or?
Well, I don't know. If you watch Family Guy, they alluded to, a lot of things. He guest spotted on there a couple of times. So you want to know Hollywood, watch Seth MacFarlane and what he puts out, because he really calls them out but doesn't call them out, and has for years.
Well, yeah, I know he went into the Academy Awards when he hosted that year. He did some sketchy stuff that I don't think everybody enjoyed.
Nothing like what Jarvis did this year.
I don't know.
I got to give Jarvis kudos, man. That was awesome.
What did he do?
Ricky Jarvis freaking called out Hollywood as pedos and being Epstein's friend. Shut up! You rode on his plane. You're his friend.
You pronounce things differently than I do, and I'm not saying they're wrong, but Jarvis, I'm Ricky Gervais. Yeah. No, I'm not correcting you. You might be right. I just say Ricky Gervais, but I mean, he nailed it. He kicked their ass.
I do pronounce a lot of things differently, and I think it's from living all over this country. Honestly, I picked up accents from everywhere and crammed them into one.
Yeah, well, have you ever been to Scotland?
Oh, no, but my family's from Scotland, so I have some of that behind me too. But we have a lot of German, and I took Spanish. I lived in the South, so I picked up a Southern draw, and then, I've lived all over. So
well, that's cool. People tell me that I've got a pretty good English accent when I put it on, but I think I'm best at hillbilly.
I don't do accents because I feel like they're stereotyping people, and I do
too. It's so mean. Damn it. I
know. I don't want to be that. If somebody wants to make fun of me, I would love it because I don't know what I sound like.
Well, I think I could make fun of hillbillies because that's where my family originated from.
Well, I've spent some time in a freaking trailer in the middle of West Virginia getting tattoos. I know.
Okay, so there's a lot of hillbilly jokes out there. Do you know any hillbilly jokes?
I don't know hillbilly jokes. I have hillbilly family, and if I told you some of the shit that I've seen, it would stereotype them so badly.
Well,
they didn't know what skateboards were. They came to stay with me back in the 80s, and one of them was like, "What's that?" And it's like, "That's a skateboard, you dumbass."
Yeah, I don't know. What's the one about the hillbilly? The cousin being your sister or your mom? What is that?
Dude, that's just the South. I don't know.
Oh, that's just the way it goes there. Okay, God, I don't know who I'm related to. I
don't know, because we have that up here too. We call them quillbillies. We got quillbillies. Have you ever heard of quillazine?
Quillazine, no. I've heard of
Quillazine is between here and Shelton. So it's right above the Hood Canal.
Oh, that's a place.
Yeah,
Quillishly.
so we call them quillbillies. It's like
Quillbillies.
the middle of nowhere.
Okay, quillbillies. Quillbillies. That's kind of like Ferntucky up there on the other side of Bellingham. I used to live in Ferntucky.
Right? No, I've been up there. Yeah, and they do have a weird accent because they're on the border of Canada. And that's my problem. I have a lot of Canadian influence too, so I'm all doing the A and a boots.
Yeah, it's like up in Ferndale. It's hey Oz. No, it's Oz. It's hey Oz. It's like okay.
They're the nicest people, though. Can I tell you? I was a bartender right across from the ferry terminal from Victoria for many years, and they would come over and they'd never seen pull tabs before, so I'd have to teach them how to play pull tabs. And I'm not even kidding. I would say, oh, okay, you can get 10 pull tabs for $1, and I'd pull 10 out of 1,000 or 5,000, and they would win the jackpot, and then they would just think that, oh, this is what Americans do. So then they'd sit there and lose their money the rest of the night. I always felt bad for them.
Yeah, I know. That's
I got duped by an American.
You bartendresses tend to do that, but yeah, throw me another drink and I'll pull all the pull tabs you want me to pull.
Oh, I can clean a wallet out.
I bet you can. You can. You want to clean my wallet out? So you might find a few moths in there, but and that unused condom from 1974.
Yeah, you might want to replace that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I can use it instead of skull if I were to do that. Let's kick in something here. Who's this?
That's a garbage human being is who that is.
I think so. Do we think Ellen is done for the last round here or what?
Well, Warner Brothers hasn't fired her fucking yet. They fired most of her staff because, of course, she threw them under the bus.
Three producers.
But no, they were pretty bad dudes in their own right with Matt Lauer buttons in their office and shit.
Matt Lauer. Oh, you mean not buttons. Buttons. That under
buttons.
Desk.
Like they had shut the door and lock you in buttons.
What is that, a game?
I don't know why all the fucking execs of these studios think they need to have that. I'm sure they did back in, classic Hollywood, but she is a garbage human being. And when you see this report and what she did to this everyday working girl, you're going to hate her too.
Okay. Let's see what Ellen has to. Let me see if I can get. God, I'm already getting wasted. Jesus. Tells you how much I drank. All right, Ellen, let's hear what Ellen has to say.
Baby escapes Kevin Spacey's basement.
Tried to get a woman fired. She wanted to get a waitress fired because she had chipped nail polish. What the hell? Really? Ellen DeGeneres is accused of trying to get waitress suspended for chipped nail polish. This is really messed up.
What?
Because I can't believe what a nasty person to want to do something like this.
Her nails weren't pretty.
So, the story is, and it's pretty short, this woman waited on her and her wife at a restaurant, served them food, and never said anything to her. Didn't give her, any kind of indication that anything was wrong, that, the service was bad. Just had the meal and then left. And then, after that, she went home, emailed the restaurant's manager, and complained because her fingernail polish was chipped on a nail.
What?
So it wasn't perfect. Looked bad. So she complained about that. Not about the service, about the fingernail paint the woman had. That it wasn't immaculate and perfect. Everything must be pristine for Ellen DeGeneres. That's messed up. Now, fortunately, the boss didn't really do anything. It was just kind of like WTF. Because the reason the woman's fingernail polish was bad was because she was working a second job and she had to be back right away the next morning.
That's not true.
So that's the last thing she cared to maintain. But old Ellen doesn't think about that. She doesn't think about the pains and the struggles of the average person. She sees you as a simpleton, as a piece of trash. So if you didn't have time to fix your nail, well, that's tough. This is Ellen DeGeneres. You better find a reason for everything to be perfect.
Yeah, that's not the full story, though. I later found a report after I made this slide up that the woman, she had a chipped fingernail polish. It's not like it chipped in Ellen's food or anything like that. She was just the hostess, and the management came to her and said, we're going to give you a 2-week suspension just so that way they could appease Ellen and make it look like they did something. And the chick is a struggling comedian comic. And she was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? You're going to suspend me without pay for 2 fucking weeks because this rich elite bitch complained that my nail polish wasn't pretty. And she quit.
Meanwhile, we have a pandemic. We have... when was this story? Was this before the pandemic?
This last week.
No
Well, no,
way.
the lady... So, okay, stories are coming out about Ellen now. I heard another story about a contestant or a guest that was on Ellen who got chosen and pulled out of the audience to partake in a money game. So if you answered a trivia question right and they pulled the lever, money might fall on you. Or if you got it wrong and you pulled the lever, water fell on you. So the girl that got pulled out of the audience pulls the lever, gets water dumped all over her. Ellen doesn't talk to the audience the whole time they're on break. She's just high and mighty. As soon as they end the take, she just gets up and walks off the stage, doesn't say thank you to the audience, nothing. And then they leave this poor girl soaking wet, drenched in a hallway for 45 minutes, waiting for them to bring her an Ellen t-shirt so she could go home with some dry clothes.
You got to be kidding me.
No, they totally frickin' used her for whatever little stunt they were doing on Ellen's show.
Yeah,
Ellen's a garbage person to me. She's a frickin' elite, out of touch. I don't care what she did for gay rights. I think there's probably others who did a hell of a lot more than what she did.
Well, yeah, I had somebody come at me in one of my Facebook groups today, and they were praising Kamala Harris for all of her work on the LGBTQ thing. And I said, what about Medicare? And they said LGBTQ. And then I said, what about unending wars? And they said LGBTQ. And I said, what about school? What about school funding? What about debt, school debt? They said LGBTQ. And I'm doing really good because this half of a drink, half of a gin and tonic has got me pausing myself. So.
Somebody said you're drinking apple cider vinegar in the chat.
Oh my God, I wish I was. This is bona fide. This is Bombay Sapphire.
That's 80 proof.
This is Bombay Sapphire. I mean,
Ellen is worth 400 million, is what Jesus is saying.
Oh shit, she's catching.
Now you really want her Oz.
She's catching up with Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's another one.
Once they go over 100 million, I don't care what sex they are. Or what their idea. I'll do whatever. It's like Jimmy always kids around with. He has a price. So I don't believe that, but I guess everybody's got their price.
I don't know. Well, Jimmy's pursued fame for a long, long time, so maybe he does have a price. Maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't. You don't know unless you're there. I mean,
right. I've met Jimmy quite a few times. I've met Steph. I think they are.
I love Steph.
People.
Can you get me a date with Steph? Ooh, my wife's in the next room. Never mind. No, I love Steph. I never knew. I started watching Jimmy a couple of years ago. No, it was God. Time flies. Probably.
Yeah, CIA Hollywood, Jilly. Yeah, exactly. The whole fucking thing is nothing but a big fucking propaganda show for you.
Yeah, it's the CIA or the CAA. That's the...
yeah, exactly. The CAA is really the ones that's pulling the strings on that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me look at the chat.
Via Alyssa freaking Milano.
Alyssa Milano. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Rose McGowan's takedown of her last night was classic.
Yeah, hey, I mean...
I was like, wow.
Now remember, everybody, Saturday night, this is where we get to talk about shit that's worthless and pointless and whatever. We are off our political diatribe that we do on a daily basis, or that Chanda does. So cut us a little slack. We're just glad that you guys are here. We're trying to entertain. I am not a professional comedian, but,
that shows.
I try. Yeah, well, thank you very much, you old witch.
And for a dinosaur.
What did Dan Aykroyd used to say? What did he say?
Jane, you ignorant slut.
You ignorant slut. Can I? Nah, I don't want to. I want to find something original. Like somebody beat me to Nazi muffin last week.
I'm
so bummed out. That's so
you my
great.
Nazi muffin.
You Nazi muffin. So what are you going to call me? An old spittoon or something used?
I've been called Radical Barbie too.
Radical Barbie. You look like a rat. You have bendable arms too, which is great.
I do. I can run faster.
Yeah, shit.
Why don't we put some graphics up? We got a lot of cool stuff. And hey, do you guys like the Star Wars thing? Yeah, that Oz. I know you've seen it before, probably, but next week you'll have to catch up so we can.
Yeah, I need to catch up. I really need to catch up. I do want to throw this comment up from Brent McKinney. Brent McKinney, the baby that escaped Kevin Spacey's basement. I'm sure he's referring to
that was hilarious.
That's not. He's not referring to Shanda, and he's not referring to me.
No, he's talking about Ellen.
He's talking about Ellen. Yeah, I have to agree. That
was another time Family Guy outed Hollywood when Stewie escaped Kevin Spacey's basement.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Kevin Spacey's a powerful motherfucker, and he's sitting there gloating right now because he pulled some shit this year. Well, if you're paying attention, he was gangster this year.
Yeah, wasn't he sitting in the throne or somewhere with?
Well, no, that was a long time ago. But basically, that Christmas message that he put out, holding the Queen's cup. Mm-hmm. It's some royal cup that all the lords get that have been knighted. Anyways, he pretty much threatened them. He had the goods on Epstein. He had all that info. And it's just kind of funny that everybody involved in any lawsuit against him or trial against him is dead and died this year mysteriously, or just
Spacey, he's leaving bodies in the road or what?
Oh yeah, Spacey, his character on House of Cards, that's him. That's exactly what he's doing right now.
Wow, that's really projecting.
I guarantee it. I mean, it's my speculation, and I say it's my speculation, but pay attention.
Seems to be working out. He's going to catch up with the Clintons if he keeps that up.
He's best friends with the Clintons. He modeled that character after Clinton.
Oh, okay. So
that's why he was on the Lolita Express. But the Chris Tucker aspect of that is what blows my mind. Like, whoa,
what do you mean?
What the hell was Chris Tucker doing there?
Was Chris Tucker on the Lolita Express?
With Bill Clinton and Kevin Spacey, and they flew to Africa.
What'd they do in Africa?
Wouldn't we like to know?
Bighorn sheep? They don't have those in Africa. Sure. Water buffalo.
That's what I'm sure that's code for something.
Green alligators and long-necked geese. Some humpback camels. Okay, I brought a story today. Let me kick this over here.
Yeah, this one's weird.
Yeah, this is a eerie video shows sheep frozen in place for hours due to weather change. Now, I had to look at this really closely because I said, bullshit, this is just a still. But let me play the video here, and you guys tell me. Now, I want you to watch the sheep. They call them sheep. Girls, they're having a party. The dogs are having a party in the living room. Watch the sheep that's closest to the fence in the front. And let me get this going here. It's a real short clip.
The sheep closest to the fence in the front. Okay.
Yeah, see this sheep down here in the front right here? Okay.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
Okay, watch this.
And a big curtain.
Okay, I couldn't see it that well. Let me run it again. Okay.
What were they doing? They looked like sheep to me.
They were all frozen.
Was that the DNC convention again?
Oh, damn it. You got in my... Get out of my mind. You're in my mind. You ruined my joke. You ruined my joke. Damn it. You witch. Oh, my God. She's a Bene Gesserit witch, everybody. I swear to God.
I totally did not see that one coming. That was a total blonde moment. I'm sorry, my dear.
But these sheep are all like frozen but the ears flick on this one, and this one over here kind of like moves a little bit. Look at them. They're all like just stopped. What the fuck? How do you...
We should have put names on the sides of them.
How do you do that? I mean, it's like, really? Oh, God. Anyway.
Well, I'm glad that the DNC's convention is over.
Yeah.
That's some cool ass creepy music.
Yeah, I know. It's like I think there's a bunch of hoods people.
I know. That's I'm waiting for him to walk down the hill with candles.
Yeah, it's like Jesus. I'm just like dying. So yeah, I was looking for weird stories around the world, and I saw this.
Psychotic.
It's like Jesus. I mean, I that freaked me out because if I were to have a bowl of mushrooms, I probably would have killed myself. That was terrible. But no, honest to God, those sheep were like frozen.
They're gonna wicker man your ass.
Oh my God. God, it was terrible. But no, and you ruined my DNC joke. So
I'm
we're just gonna
sorry,
move
but
along.
I've been telling DNC or sheep jokes for so many years; they just come naturally.
Oh my God in heaven! I mean, it's okay. Let's get serious.
A couple of years ago, I got co-chair of the county fair for the Democrats, and it was
lucky
2016. And I kept telling people when they'd come in and ask questions, I'd say that, well, no, the donkey den is down there, and I point to the sheep barn. I know, it was too funny.
God! Oh my God! All right, what's Sarah say there? 1976. Sarah said, if she's a witch, she can join our club. Oh, damn it! Can I join your club?
I think I come from a long line of women that were burned at the stake for their beliefs.
Did they use handcuffs too?
I probably lived longer than most of my ancestors.
Oh my God! Yeah, they would have killed me, but that was normal. So you go as the witch, and I'll be the sheep.
Okay.
But don't take advantage of me. What the hell? I've got another clip up here. What did I put up here? Oh, this is the media screw-ups of the week. You guys want?
Oh yeah. We got some good art that goes behind this too.
Yeah, the media.
Or a meme. I put a meme in behind this one.
You put a. I didn't see it. Let me see it.
Yeah. Well, no. Play the clip first, and then put the meme up.
Okay. You've been playing behind my back.
I have.
I'm going to tell Al.
That time of the week again when we discuss all the ways in which the media covers themselves in glory, Sagar.
That's right. So we're going to be joined by our great friend Katie Halper to break down how the media has covered itself in glory. Good to see you, Katie.
Hi, you guys too.
Absolutely. So, of course, we have to focus on traditional great friends of our show, MSNBC, Rachel Maddow and Nicole Wallace, and their just absolutely ridiculous reactions to the DNC and its coverage. Let's just take a listen, and I want to get your reaction.
President Obama's speech tonight slayed me. I'm sure people have different opinions about it because it's a different kind of thing from him. But his warnings that we could potentially be at the end of American democracy scared me, and I found upsetting and hard to watch. But just powerful stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I first of all, I'd just like to co-sign everything that Rachel Maddow just said, because I agree.
What did you make of that, Katie? We got that. Joy Reid. We had Nicole Wallace repeatedly saying, "Oh my God, he acted like a president. It was so amazing."
Like literally almost in tears.
Yeah.
Almost in tears. I know. I mean, first of all, slayed me. You couldn't take that out of like the blue check handbook anymore. Does that mean they should call him like Slay King, I guess?
Yes.
And then I love the way Maddow pretends like she just heard that idea that this could be the end of democracy as we know it. And she's like, what he said, that just really scared me. It's like, you say this on every episode of your show.
Night of your show.
And now you're pretending, and now you're pretending you had this real aha moment, this realization of what's at stake, when literally that's the premise of every episode of your show. I mean, I always joke on this show, right? We were talking about the walls closing in, like the slowest moving walls ever. I mean, it's great. It's like I just co-sign what Rachel Maddow says, which basically is exactly what every MSNBC host does to each other, right? It's just one voice.
Yes. After the Michelle Obama speech on the first night, they said that it was the most epic speech of a generation was what the analysis was. I think that was over on CNN. Nicole Wallace jumped in with, she threw epic shade at President Trump. That was her line. So she had a lot of good work that she was doing.
I love Katie Halper. You're muted. You're muted, woman. Turn the mute off.
Dang it! I mute when we watch stuff.
Smoke another round there. So.
Well, I don't want you guys to hear my lighter flicking.
That's all right. We listen to your lighter flicking.
I love Katie. She's my Jew sister.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Katie. Katie, she gets it. She's doing the ham and egging, man. She's really trying to build her channel.
She's doing a good job.
Yeah, she really is. Let's. Chris Foster said something again. Oh my God. Are you sharing that sheep? No, get your bloody own.
Get your bloody own sheep. Get your own bloody sheep.
Chris, we love the Brit humor. Inside.
So I brought us a meme to coincide with this segment, just because Maddow.
Is the meme behind it? Did you say?
It was the next slide.
The next slide. Okay, what's this? If you don't, let me get us out of the way.
Yeah, move us.
Yeah, if you don't, I saw this. If you don't stop lying, you'll grow up and be a news reporter. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Exactly.
Ha, 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 ha. Look at Oz with the tits down there on the floor laughing. Yeah, tell him about the tits. Thanks a lot. Shanda made my...
I don't see tits on that one.
Shanda made my meme for me, my avatar, and she left her tits on my avatar. And I want to thank you for those tits, and I will wear them proudly. Thank you so much.
Once they were there, I was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to leave them.
Well... I will cherish them.
I will edit it. I will.
No, that's all right. You don't have to. I'm fine with tits. I've got little tits right here. So, what the hell is this? What Generation X? Is that the Breakfast Club? That's Emilio Estevez.
I'm Generation X, and we hear all this shit about boomers and millennials and now Gen Zers, and us Gen Xers are the forgotten generation. We're the sandwich generation.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm here to tell you that it's our turn, and we got some people in our generation that are going to fight.
Man boobs inside and west. That man boobs, yes. All right, well, let's see what you got. I'm going to put this up, and then I'm going to raise you too. Here we go.
We love to talk about the ongoing cultural and economic war between the baby boomers and the millennials, and even the rise of the new Generation Z. But there's one group that's often overlooked in these conversations, and that's Generation X, the ones who grew up between the boomers and millennials, and like many middle children, was overshadowed by both. In this video, I'll cover why Gen X deserves more credit, both good and bad, for quietly changing the world. You're watching Future Now, videos about the future of tech and society. If you were confused by all these generation names at the start of the video, allow me to break it down for you. The specific years attributed to each generation vary throughout different literature, so I will use the ranges defined by the Pew Research Center. I should also mention that a lot of this video will be focused on the United States population because that's where I am. Obviously, these generations had different experiences in different parts of the world. Baby boomers is the name given to the generation born between 1946 and 1964, so called because they were part of the steep rise in population following World War II.
That's
a
me.
little boom in babies born.
Aren't
Up
I
until
cute?
millennials overtook them, they made up the largest portion of the world population, and as such, had an outsized influence on culture, the economy,
there's Bill
and
and
politics.
Steve. Oh, there's
Generation
Bill.
X is the population of people born between 1965 and 1980. Appropriately, the X refers to something unknown, the name as resistant to definition as a demographic that carries it. Millennials, I'm sure you've heard of as the current largest demographic, referring to those born between 1981 and 1996. I made a whole video about millennials and the often repeated phrase that they are killing every industry, so called because they grew up at the turn of the millennium. Lastly, Generation Z is the most recent demographic, those born after 1997. That seems to be the name that's most used so far, although it's still too early to see if it will stick, with other generation names having been used, such as the I generation, referring to this generation growing up with smartphones. Part of the reason I wanted to make this video is because when I made my video titled Why Millennials Are Killing Everything, I fell into the same pattern others often do of talking about the tension between baby boomers and millennials while completely overlooking Generation X, the middle child. Baby boomers inherited a country with a booming economy in the US and quickly went to work ruining it along with the environment. They racked up the national debt, burned record amounts of fossil fuels. Many Gen Xers pointed this out in the comments and inspired me to dig a little deeper into why Gen X is rarely discussed in popular media and how, despite this, have actually been and continue to be incredibly influential. Gen Xers overall had a very different experience from their parents growing up, in that during the 60s and 70s, the divorce rate skyrocketed in the US, leading to new family dynamics, and at the same time, it became more common for women to join the workforce rather than stay at home. Because childcare programs were not yet commonplace, many Gen X children spent a lot of their time with little to no adult supervision, as their parents were at work when they got out of school. That's why some use the phrase latchkey generation to refer to this demographic cohort. A latchkey kid is one who comes home alone after school because their parents are at work. The name refers to the key the kids carried with them or got from under the mat or the porch to open the door. Their adolescence was a tumultuous time in the United States with an ongoing crack epidemic, an increase in violent crime, and the emergence of the AIDS epidemic. At the same time, this was one of the most diverse generations in history, thanks in part to an increase in immigration and the first generation to grow up post-integration after the end to the racist Jim Crow.
Wow, it actually cut when it's supposed to. I fought it today.
No, you did a great job. I'm well informed now. So,
okay, I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from. We are the forgotten generation.
So you're the generation that got shit on, and it's all Mary Tyler Moore's fault, right?
It is. It is.
Okay.
Well, there was so many contributing factors, and I do think the breakup of the American nuclear home was a huge contributor to my generation and how we are doomers. And we'll get into. I'm trying to teach you guys all these different terms, all of these different generations. And next week's going to be doomers, and we're going to talk about doomers. So people that were born into this generation, my generation, and overlapping into boomers, because boomers are coming into it now too, especially males, is doom. There's nothing to live for.
No.
Their whole lives, they have been cogs. They've worked for a capitalistic system. They're depressed. They want to escape reality. And so we have this whole new generation of doomers. So there's quite a few terms out there. We're going to study one each Saturday night, or Beauty and the Boomers, and I'll just enlighten you guys a little bit.
Pass the microdot so I can escape reality.
Dude, I was thinking about microdot the other day. What was I thinking?
Get out of my mind. No, I that was a very, very good report. Just 3 minutes plus a little bit. I learned a lot, and I'll probably forget about it, but I will remember that you're an Xer. So
Xer pisses me off because we got named by a corporation. Do you know that?
Well, it's not as bad as being the I generation when you got named after the fucking iPhone.
Well, they changed themselves to Zoomers, though, so I think they'll go down in history as Zoomers, not as the I generation.
God,
but
I zoomed at Slide Rock for 3 days one time. I was zooming with Snoopy on a little doghouse.
Snoopy flying,
Snoopy. I was the Red Baron. So for 3 days, I didn't go to sleep for 3 days. Yeah, that was good. Anything in the chat? Do they corroborate?
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to catch up with these guys. I don't know. They're going all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, God. Hey, Wesley. Welcome, Wesley. Serious. Jesus, Chris Foster. Oh, yeah. Chris Foster. Wow. 1954 was the last year for boomers. Yay. I'm not a boomer.
Yeah, the generation before that is the silent generation. They're a generation just like me.
I thought that was the greatest generation.
No, there's a generation between the boomers and the greatest generation that's called the silent generation. Bernie's actually part of the silent generation.
Well, he's not so silent right now. I wish he was, and quit pushing Joe Biden's ass in front of my face every day.
He hasn't been very silent, has he?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say. I mean, whatever. I drank my drink. Aren't you proud?
I still got my Bernie sticker on my car, and I'm going to keep it there because, every day that, or not every day, but every time in the last 5 years that I needed help, literally, I needed a community to lift me and carry me. The progressive community has done that. And I would never have had this community if it wasn't for Bernie Sanders. So above and beyond whatever, he fell on his sword for us. He gave us something that we didn't have before. And I won't forget that. And I'll always love Bernie and be loyal to him, but I don't have to follow what he says. And he told me that 4 years ago. I didn't listen to him then. I still don't listen.
Well, at least you gave some substance to that, because you always love Bernie, but I won't do what he says on a regular basis. Right?
I got a thinking mind here.
Yeah, you do, and you're tearing it out of my head too. So, I got into it today about that too, because I'm like the admin of several Bernie groups, and when I'm throwing shade at Bernie, I always have to qualify by saying, "Hey, thanks for starting this movement, Bernie, but we're going to have to fucking finish it, because Bernie does not want to be Ralph Nader." And somebody described it, I think it was Kyle or somebody the other day, as he's 78 years old, and he doesn't want to spend his last years being disinvited like Tulsi was from the conventions of the cocktail parties and all the other stuff. I agree with that. I think that's the most shallow opinion that's out there, and I happen to agree with that shallow opinion. He wants to keep his platform, and they're going to let him stump for the things he stumps, but they're going to laugh at him. It ain't going to ever happen, Bernie. And, if he's good with that, just getting the word out, more power to you, Bernie, but we're going to have to finish this.
I don't. Bernie still fights in Congress or, in the Senate. He's still in there fighting when he can.
But he fights, and he knows the votes are not going to go in his favor. So what is
right? So why burn your bridge? I've spent a lot of time in the Democratic Party playing these politic games, and why burn a bridge when it's not worth it for some things? And I guess that's the way he looks at this.
Yeah, well, he wants to maintain some platform, but again, I mean,
he doesn't want to be an aider.
A lot of us, and if any of the Democrats in my district in Washington State want to hear this, they can hear it good. I'm in there to support populist points of view, Medicare for all, ending the wars, stopping the corporate overlords from destroying our planet and climate change. Go ahead. As far as the Democratic Party itself, I'm not going to be a cog. I'm going to be a stopgap to your bullshit. So I'm an elected PCO. Run somebody against me, because I stopped my congressional district from giving Joe Biden a unanimous vote of endorsement. And I was one of 2 people out of 100 that voted no to give him an endorsement. I feel pretty good about that, because if they would have given him the endorsement, what does that say for everybody?
No. I love the small little victories that I get, it's like, every time I tear them down in a meeting. Yeah.
And that's like Jimmy and some of the other, that's the pressure you put on these guys, that you don't just kneel down and kiss their foot.
Call them out. I love being that. Can I tell you the adrenaline I get when I'm sitting in a meeting and there's 100 people in there, and I've got our congressional district leader, in front of me, and I call him out on his record and he turns beet red. I'm shaking. I got adrenaline because I know every single pair of eyes in that room is glaring at me. They hate me. They already hate me. And I'm still going to have to maintain and get the hell out of that room. It's quite a challenge.
Well, I'd sit there with you. I'd enjoy the hell out of that. I'd be smiling the whole time you're doing that.
We used to go in a tag team. We had a really good team in the very beginning of all this in 2016. We took 13 spots on a central committee, and the only way they could win was to cheat and lock the doors and just take the win from us. Yeah. And we had attorneys on that. We had parliamentarians. We came at them.
Well, good. Keep the pressure on. I'm done messing with the inside. The most you're going to get out of me is like Jason in our area says, just be in there for the vote. That's why I'm there for the vote, to either vote for the populist person, the one who gives a shit about the 99%, or to stop the corporate tool. That's me. That's it. That's all the energy you're going to. I'm not going to raise money for you. I'm not going to sing the gospel of the Democratic Party, because they are not democratic. They're the most undemocratic. I think they're worse than the Republicans in that respect, as far as democracy. So.
They are. But I used to go in and co-opt them. The whole thing was always co-opting, right? And so as we came in 2016, we actually formed a committee inside the Democratic Party calling ourselves for Bernie Sanders, right? So as that progressed and we started building mass followings and people started coming in, they saw that energy and they wanted that money in our local office. So I co-opted them to allow us to meet in their building once a week. So that way I could catch the new energy coming in the door. And that just backfailed on them miserably. I used it again just in this last election. I was in there in January and February phone bank, and they hate me. They backstab me. They just glare when I come through the door. But I play so nice and I play by the rules that they just have to let me in.
Yeah, well, that's the way you do it. And I keep complimenting my party when I go to these meetings. Well, when I was before the pandemic.
There's nothing to compliment any freaking more. What is there to compliment?
No,
what has one thing they've done?
I compliment them for allowing that tiny bit of democracy, that their big tents kicked open enough for me to come and sit and participate in their fucking joke meetings.
I was always a Democrat. I always voted Democrat, but I didn't get involved in the party till 2015, late 2015. But there was still things to be proud about. We were doing some things. Obama was doing some things. We, passing same-sex marriage, and we were really getting pushed over for legal marijuana. We thought we were going to get federal soon, that type of stuff. So we were proud of the Democrats for supporting those types of policies.
The social
but shit,
issues.
After Hillary, the party was annihilated. There was no policy. There's not any lick of fucking policy left, and there hasn't been in 4 years.
No, because their bankers, their corporate donors aren't going to allow them to even give the platform up for discussion on these things. So that's where we're at now. So direct actions, Movement for the People's Party. That's going to be happening on the 30th of August.
There's protests out front of post offices all over the country today and tomorrow.
Yeah, and I see Washington State postal workers were actually putting those sorting machines back in.
Yeah, our postmaster general in Washington State said, "Fuck you, we're putting them back in," and he put them
exactly.
back in. And you know what? The mail's late. Mail's late. I've been waiting for mail. No, it's not moving.
Yeah, the only ones that are moving on time are what, UPS and FedEx, because this is their
private.
This is their time to pounce. We can show up the post office. I was doing just fine before, but anyway.
Well, I think Congress just passed a shit ton of money for the post office this afternoon.
Did the Senate?
I saw something flash across my phone about it. I haven't researched
did
it.
the Senate,
if you know it,
did the Senate approve it? I don't think so. Congress, but does it have to go to the Senate, or is it?
And maybe it does have to go to the Senate.
It does have to.
But
go.
I thought they had to come back. I thought Nancy called them back for a Saturday.
Well, they
session.
did. The House, but the Senate, Mitch McConnell's just going to give him the big red one eye like he always does. And it's
the big red one eye.
I mean, shit. So is it all optics? Is it all show? Like Nancy said.
Hi, Jilly.
They did that shit last week, and Pelosi said, "Yeah, we got DeJoy to reverse himself," but then she came out on what was it, yesterday, and said, "But they're not going to fix everything they've already fucked up. They're not going to bolt the boxes back down. They're not going to restart the sorting machines." Well, in our state, Washington State, here, I can do whatever for Washington State, but they're putting the sorting machines back together and rehooking them back up. So, this is criminal to me. And
yeah, it is criminal.
Yeah,
it is criminal. But and you know what? We always start talking about what Trump's chances, and I think this right here, Trump is an elite. He's never had to depend on the mail for anything, but he's fucking with the older vote, the Social Security vote, the people that get their medications via the mail and their money via the mail, though most are on cards. But still, that's the generation that he's fucking with, and I think that's going to bite him in the ass.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. And let me see. Good night and enjoy your drinks. Oh, thanks. Insight and awareness. I saw the big pictures were going around, what was it, Twitter, that was showing that, like chickens the baby chickens and animals.
Yeah, they're all dying. I used to have an ex that would send me fucking animals through the mail from Louisiana to Washington State. And the postmaster would call me up and be like, "There's a box of dead chickens here. I didn't know they were coming." Like,
yeah,
I got lizards. I got birds. Anything he would catch in Louisiana, he would send to me.
Well, yeah, and then people aren't getting their frickin' blood pressure medicine, and it's
yeah.
here.
Most of the VA gets their repeat prescriptions via the mail.
What about the checks? What about the checks?
Most of them have a direct U.S. direct card, which is where the money drops for Social Security. But some people still do paper.
Yeah, some people still do paper. So it's fucking things up on a grand scale for people, and they're going to hate on Trump for that. So good move by the Democrats to allow Trump to pull this shit, because they did allow him to get away with it to this point, and now our postal workers are fixing it themselves because of dead chickens and people not getting their life-saving medications, their diabetic
Al Walski's in the chat saying his meds are taking what used to be 2 days is now over a week.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Al.
I would think that would be ground for lawsuit, wouldn't it?
Who are you going to sue? The VA? You spend your, if you're on Social Security, you get the money to sue the VA.
I'll file the fucker anyway. Just get him so backed up with lawsuits. That's the only thing I can say. I'm sorry, Al. I'm so sorry, and you're just part of us. We all have an investment in the infrastructure of this damn country, and when these bastards do that stuff, can you flip your green screen off for your back? Is it hard for you to flip your background off? I want to see if I can get you embedded back in there again.
Fucking dirty.
Yeah, because you keep blocking the stuff, man. What do we have? What do we got? We got anything else? What do we got?
Nope.
New normal? New normal. That's new normal. What is this?
It's just me being a smartass. It's the new normal. I don't care what report you listen to on mainstream. It's the new normal.
It's the new normal.
Yeah, even overseas. I watch a lot of overseas news, and yeah, it's the new normal.
What the hell?
What the hell? Ooh, that's creepy. What are you doing?
I like it. It's better now, though. Isn't that better?
That's just made me look like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. It's just, Kevin,
I look like Skeletor.
Turn
And
it.
now I'm glitching out.
That's all right. You glitch out. It looks better. You can see that. We just got to get a direct light on your green screen.
I know. I got to tear my studio apart.
You don't have to tear it apart. It's
oh,
fine.
look, I moved my head in my green
That's
screen.
okay. I still like it. It kind of makes little animation things behind you. So
pixelation.
No, it's cool. It's cool. So the new normal is the new normal. Now, the new normal for me is that when we do these shows at least once a week, I get to have my medicine now. So instead of 3 times a year, I'm going to be doing it.
So you're going to use this as an excuse.
This is going
to
to be my crutch, my excuse. So your VA appointments, Al says his VA appointments come through the mail too. So, Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, one of my best friends is a VA doctor, and I know she's still not seeing patients. She's still doing virtual calls.
Oh, yeah. What did I see? I saw Mark Spitz. No, that's wrong generation. Mark Spitz. What's Phelps? Is that the guy's name? Phelps, the swimmer dude?
Michael Phelps?
Michael Phelps, yeah. I get him confused with Mark Spitz. Michael Phelps was talking about he gets psychiatric counseling online now. I'm
sure he needs it after what the frickin' press did to him.
Well, it's better than where Jared ended up for, Subway. So,
Subway's Jared.
Subway's Jared. So all Michael Phelps did was get caught smoking on a bong, right?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? I mean, really? So now you're pimping online psychologists? That's really... But I haven't looked up his net worth.
I'm sure there's a lot of pressure trying to being a renowned world athlete like that Olympic winner. What are you, like 18?
Yeah.
Freaking gold medals or some shit.
Yeah. It was like
that's got to be a lot of stress and pressure.
That's what happens when you crossbreed a fish with a human being. So it's naturally going to work out that way. And that's what we thought Mark Spitz was the shit. He did like 7 gold medals, and didn't Phelps like double that?
Oh, Waterworld.
Yeah, Waterworld. Yeah, he had web feet and everything else. He kind of
I think so.
He looks like a fish.
Well, there's that one kid, Locke, right? Locke. He's from Bremerton. He's from the city I was born in.
What does he swim?
Yeah. He's an Olympic swimmer. I think he was on the same team as Phelps.
Oh, okay. Was he caught smoking a bong, or would he win some medals?
No, I'm sure he's got some other scandal following him. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna love this one. This story is great.
I think I saw this. This is good. What is this? This is about Karens. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is free pizza for Karen.
Yeah, this is New Zealand. That's their New Zealand.
Yeah, Australia or New
yeah.
Zealand.
This is great. Hey everybody, this is Marketing 101 down in New Zealand and Australia.
What was supposed to be a lighthearted joke and possibly even a way to gain some great exposure turned into a big problem for Domino's Pizza in Australia and New Zealand, where they decided to run a promotion for nice Karens. Clearly with the intentions of poking fun at a popular meme online, the pizza chain tried getting in on the action, but the public let them know how much they missed the mark with this one, leading to the company taking the deal away altogether. I'm gonna tell you guys all about it right now on Info Overload. What's good everyone, I'm your host Jared Bronstein, and today we're talking about pizza and Karens. It's like the devil and the angel on your shoulder, the best and the worst. Make sure to stick around to the end of this one for some common replies. Speaking of pizza, we gotta talk about this special deal that's no longer available. Well, it's no longer available in New Zealand, but it seems Australia is about the thug life, I guess you could say. So tough, bro. And straight up doesn't care what people say. So here's what happened. Given that the name Karen has become a meme for people who tend to complain and are usually entitled, the pizza chain decided they wanted to take the name back for all the good Karens. The ad, which is still up on Domino's Australia's socials, reads, "Calling all mask-wearing, law-abiding Karens." It's a tough time to be a Karen. Karen the nurse, Karen the teacher, Karen the mom, Karen the neighbor, Karen the mask wearer. We're all in this together. But a vocal minority who believe rules and laws don't apply to them have given the name Karen a bad rap this year. At Domino's, we know there's plenty of Australians named Karen that aren't, well, Karens. Let us know if you're one of them by completing the form via the link below. We may send some pizza your way. They attached a link and asked Karens to let them know why they deserve free pizza. Clearly it was meant to be a lighthearted joke, all in good fun and a way to go viral. Alan Collins, the region's chief marketing officer for Domino's, told the BBC the name Karen has become synonymous with anyone who is entitled, selfish, and likes to complain. What used to be a lighthearted meme has become quite the insult to anyone actually named Karen. Well, today we're taking the name Karen back. At Domino's, we're all about bringing people together, and we want to celebrate all the great Karens out there by shouting them a free pizza. And as I said before, they wanted to go viral and clearly got their wish, but it was quite a negative response. One person tweeted to Domino's Australia, "Seriously? There are 1 million people unemployed." Another person asked the Domino's Facebook page if they'd be giving free pizza to people in poverty, to which the page replied they would love to, but for now want to focus on all the nice Karens. Someone tweeted that conversation and captioned it, "There are so many genuinely marginalized people doing it tough right now / always, and you want to give free pizza to Karen? This misses the mark completely. Give pizza to people in poverty, people who can't get a wage subsidy, people who are actually struggling." Following the backlash, Domino's New Zealand took down the promotion and issued an apology. The apology reads, "We are sorry. Throughout COVID-19, we tried to bring a smile to customers' faces with our pizza and our social media. Our post came off the back of a number of situations in Victoria, Australia, which received international media coverage, including in New Zealand. A person who decided they didn't have to follow the mandate and wear a mask and took it out on retail workers, a person who breached a COVID-19 checkpoint, potentially endangering others, a person who was bored walking in her neighborhood. These examples were widely known and publicly commented on. Bunnings Karen, Checkpoint Karen, and Karen from Brighton. We wanted to bring a smile to customers who are doing the right thing. Karen the nurse, Karen the teacher, Karen the mum. In New Zealand, because it lacked this important context, people interpreted this in a different way than we intended. We appreciate how this has happened and have listened. We've removed this post. Our intention was one of inclusivity only. Our pizza brings people together, and we only had this at the heart of the giveaway. We want you to know that we are always listening and learning, and when we get it wrong, we fix it. We are sorry. Domino's Australia ran the promotion for its full course, which was until July 31st.
Shit. Oh my God. Is that guy related to David Dole? He looks a lot like him.
Oh, yeah. These guys, those are trained fact givers.
Straight. Yeah, it reminds me of that guy. What was that guy that did the Wonder Mop? Shumwow or whatever? No.
Shumwowie.
Billy Mays
Vince.
Hayes. Billy
Vince.
Mays Hayes. Yeah. Billy Mays Hayes. Yeah, he beat his head in on an airplane and had a brain hemorrhage or something. Rest in peace, Billy. Yeah, Australia. I mean... so they're trying. What the hell? I saw Subway was doing a commercial today and somebody talked dirty to me in the chat. They were going like $5 foot long. So
$5 foot long.
$5 foot long. $5. Oh, it was Jesus. Damn it, Jesus! You're talking dirty. We're not X-rated here.
I don't know, but you sent me a MSNBS story the other day, and inside of it was a survey about what takeout or what fast food that you've partaked in since COVID, and like it had all these questions about like, you know, have you ate at McDonald's once this week, once this month, once, you know, the 6 months, whatever. It was kind of interesting to see that nobody's eating fucking fast food. The only one that's getting some business is maybe McDonald's.
Yeah, I've got a friend down in Oregon. That's all he eats. He can't cook, and if they shut down the fast foods, he's going to starve to death.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that live on they used to be dollar menus. Fuck, they're $5 menus now. But
yeah, no, the dollar menus, and once again, that's a double-edged sword because that food is so bad for you.
Yep.
You know, it's like ingesting poison straight away. And you know, I reminisce about the days when I just could smell those McDonald's fries from 2 blocks away, and you know, then it got ruined.
Yeah.
That kind of got ruined for me.
I do like McDonald's fries.
Yeah, I know. They use a special potato that they mine on the moon, I guess, but it's really, really hard. It's like what was it?
I hate my screen now.
Yeah, hey, I know you're all. Go ahead and turn it back on. You know, we'll fix it.
Glitching out, man.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it. You know, it shows your hair's a little bit fuzzy.
I feel like I microdosed.
Yeah, you microdosed. Go ahead and flip it back on. Yeah, it's great. No,
did you microdose me, Oz?
No, I didn't. I wish we had. I wish we could transfer stuff. There you go. You're back. You're back from the planet Earth. So, anyway, that's the new normal.
The planet Earth.
We had our report from around the world, and now where are we going? We're going to go to the graffiti wall. Is that what we're doing? Graffiti.
Well, I got up really early this morning because I couldn't sleep, and so I decided to graffiti the moon.
Oh shit! Yeah, you inspired me to do mine, but I think your graphic's a lot better than mine.
Oh, I think.
What's the FTP?
Fuck the police.
Oh, fuck the police. And abolish ICE, and you got your Bernie sticker there. Can I scratch that off? Is this scratch? Okay.
Don't touch my Bernie sticker.
I'm not going to touch your Bernie.
Never Biden, defund the police state, Black Lives Matter.
Oh, I left out Black Lives. I need to put that on mine. So, yeah.
Well, I had my lipstick hanging out, so I thought I'd just decorate it.
Let's see which one they like better. Do you like Shanda's better, or do you like mine better? There's mine. I kind of.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
Who's the boomer?
Yeah, I just free Assange. No more wars. I call bullshit on all this.
I love the Star Wars little guy.
Yeah, I know. That's Darth. It's my alter ego when I'm in the tub. But
only when you're in the tub.
Only when I'm in the bathtub. I have those sponges that turn black when you squeeze them, and the suds come out black. Fuck the duopoly. Mainstream media lies while the planet dies. Done with Bernie bending the knee. Sorry, Bernie. Thanks for the memories. And then Medicare for all is a human right. And that's the one thing. If you want to get my vote, you got to be saying this and you got to be doing this. That's the only way you get your vote. That's the way I'm only going to do it, because I said 4 years ago, if they don't vociferously support Medicare for all, I am not going to vote for them. I don't care if they're going to end the world. I'm done. That's my line that I draw. So if you're going to get in there, make sure you lie really good about supporting Medicare for all, and you can get my vote. Anyway, and that's my head exploding. So that's,
Cop Mullah, she tried to lie and say that she supported it.
Yeah, and that was
outed herself.
What did she do? That lasted a week?
A week, yes. Well, so did Warren, right?
Yeah, Warren.
Jumped on
They got the call from the red phone. So
yeah, the red phone rang.
That was
Obama.
It, so, yeah. How we doing?
The Obama phone rang.
Yeah, how we doing in the chat, guys? We still got.
I don't know. People are getting tired. They're dropping off. It's been a long show.
It's been a long show.
What else have we got?
Let me see. What else do I got? Well, that's it. I think that's it for tonight. I think we're.
Is that
good.
it for tonight?
I think we're good. I think
we're good too. We went almost an hour and a half on.
Yeah, and that's. Let's talk about that. What nights are we going to do this on?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Saturday nights is good. I mean, we want to do this off of the beaten path from our other shows.
Yeah, I can let my hair down on Saturday night. So.
Because you get Sundays off, we let you out of the basement.
Yeah. Saturdays is probably good for me, good for you. I know
I'm spinning through space.
Yeah, I know. Jesus, this is what happens when you die.
Stop the universe. I want off. I bet you it is.
I hope it is.
I don't know. I hope it's not. I see my body. Fuck that. I don't want to be trapped on this realm looking at myself or being a ghost.
If I got to see my body, I want to see it when I was 22.
Well, yeah, because when you're dead, you are your mental image of yourself. So whatever mental image of yourself at what age is what you'll be.
Well, that's a good idea. If there's one, I'm going to ask you that. I ask people this from time to time. What if you could take one thing from this earthly plane with you? What would it be? And you can't say orgasm.
Oh, I was going to say nature.
Okay, nature. That's good. I thought you were going to say something like orgasm.
No, fuck that. Not that selfish. No, I absolutely love Mother Nature. I am in awe of it. I think it's the most important thing in the whole entire universe, and it's so special,
nice.
And we're destroying it.
No, that's nice. I'm glad that you can. That's really, really nice. Guess what mine is?
What?
I want to be able to have an unending music library of all the music.
That's a good one too.
All the music ever created in history of the human species. I would like to have that playing the whole time I'm floating out in the millennium.
I do have my life soundtrack. I really do.
Yeah.
The chat. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
what would you take from this universe?
It looks like Jelly's with you. Absolutely, Chanda.
Thanks, Jelly.
Yeah.
I would take weed. Yeah, I would definitely take some weed too.
Weed? Just one thing. Yeah. Sorry. Make your choice. You can't take it all. Just one thing.
Well, that's nature, so it gets to come with me. So I'm good. I'm
covered. Nature is
always a loophole.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think nature would be...
I learned that in capitalism.
That would be my second thing is nature. I as long as I have the music.
Right. Weed is part of nature. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's definitely...
I don't know. I hope we just don't go to some other dimension, like we're doing this all over again.
Yeah,
but like,
Cirrus brings up a good point. He wants to take his spotted kitty or their spotted kitty. I don't know. Cirrus is.
I love my kitty too.
Yes, Cirrus. They, them. Cirrus. I don't know. Is Cirrus? Anyway, your spotted kitty. I would love to take all the dogs, my dogs that have gone before me. I'd like to.
Me too.
I'd like to meet up with them, especially this one I have right now, Dharma. She's And she's getting old because
Well,
she's starting.
you went to Catholic school, right?
Yeah, for 2 years.
Don't the
before.
Catholics say that animal souls don't go to heaven?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I was devastated by that as a child. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to go to heaven if there's no animals there.
I think you're right. Why would they say something shitty like
because they don't have souls, so that way they can kill them and eat them.
Oh, bullshit. They don't have souls. They've got
I know,
They've got more
right?
beautiful, brighter souls. The four-legged friends,
Exactly.
they have more souls than the human species does, in my opinion. So
Just look into their sweet little eyes.
Oh my God! Yeah, we're looking at little kitty's big eyes, and,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
my
Big
little
puppy
girls,
with the dopey eyes.
Yeah, I mean, gee, many Christmas. I had a boxer. Gal.
I grew up with boxers, and my daughter has boxers.
I raised them.
boxers.
I raised boxers for.
Yeah, my grandma did too.
About 8 years. Those dogs. My girlfriend at the time. My boxer's name was Cody, and
Mine was Kino.
yeah, Cody, and
Cody's my son's name.
and she nicknamed him Face because he had this face that would just make you want to cry.
Yeah, they get
just
that.
look at you with the
pouty,
little
snooty-
jowls hanging down and the big eyes, and it's like, oh, please, can I have that rump roast? You really gonna eat the
Yeah.
whole thing? So yeah.
One of my fondest memories as a kid is hearing boxer toenails clicking on linoleum first thing in the morning.
Oh, that's the same with my girls. I got
Click, 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 click. I'm like, oh shit, here comes the dog.
I got the Kelpie, and she's got the nails, and my.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk Kelpie one day.
Kelpie. My
I'm gonna
mix.
find you the Kelpie song.
My mix is lab and something else big. So yeah. Anyway, what are we going out with tonight? We're going. That's it.
Something that is gonna wake me up, man.
Well, I think it's going to wake you up. It's going to wake me
I
up.
remember on Saturday nights, I would just be getting in the shower right about now so I could be getting dressed.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I think
Getting old sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, did we do okay tonight? Well, I try too hard to be funny, but Shanda's great. I love hanging out with you guys.
Aw, you were great.
And I'll work on my humor.
I just tell it how it is.
Yeah, and that's funny in itself. It's so sad that it's funny. So
It's so sad that it's funny. I don't know. Oh, can I give you a hurricane update real fast?
Yeah,
we got our twin hurricanes.
We're getting a twofer, right?
Yeah. So, okay, both are now going to become official hurricanes because they were just tropical storms. They just reclassified
What do
them.
they got to be over 100 miles an hour?
75 or no, maybe 85. I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember the scale, but anyways, they are going to be at least category ones. One's probably heading straight for New Orleans or Louisiana coastline for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one's looking to brush Texas. And, they are going to come in a little bit later than they thought. At first, they were predicting Tuesday night. I think it's going to be more like Wednesday midday or Wednesday afternoon.
So there's fires down there. Is it going to bring enough water to put those fires out in that
Well,
area?
no. The problem is these hurricanes are not going to hit California. They're not going to go over where a lot of those fires are. I mean,
Texas is already burned up, so that's, okay. I get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're just going to flood,
Yeah.
Houston and New Orleans and whatnot. There's going to be a lot of flooding, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know California's gotten just destroyed.
Oh, California. Have you seen the freaking videos of them driving through the fires? And, it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is heartbreaking. It's terrible. And what's even worse is I just lost the slide deck. No,
not our closing song.
I'll get it back up, Captain. I'll get it back up. I'm sorry.
I'm giving her all she's got.
Yeah, I'm just giving it all she's got. It's gonna take me 4 hours.
Was that
Scotty,
song?
get it done in 10 minutes or we're all dead. So yeah, I've got too many mice all over.
I got a lot of good stuff for the dive on Monday.
Huh.
I see me. That's weird because I see our closing song behind us.
Yeah, this closing song's good. I got it on the other thing.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
looking for
Okay. Anyway, guys, this has been fun.
Yeah.
It's been fun for Sarah's 19. You both did wonderful. You're so kind. You're so kind.
Thank you.
Yeah, and one thing, we don't take money on this show, so do not give us any super chats. I'm serious. I don't want any money on this show. If you want to help us out, drop a couple bucks in our Patreon. That'd be great. But no money, no super chats on this show, please. I'm serious. And the reason why is that we want to focus more on getting a couple of bucks once a month from a bunch of people, just $2, And we appreciate the super chats on the other show that goes to Uphill Media. But don't you think that's fair? I didn't talk to you before this. Is that okay, Mom?
Yeah. Did you, Mom? I hate being called Mom. Yeah. Did you find my Patreon? I think I gave you a dead link earlier.
You better check the Alco credits because I think I got it in there.
Oh no, it's patreon.com, The Accidental Activist. So they'll find it. They'll find it.
Yeah. Let me see if I got it right in the card. Let's take a look here. I got a Patreon link. There it is. How's that look? Is that
looks awesome?
Is that got it? Let me get me out of the way here. Okay, that's www.patreon.com. The Accidental Activist, Chanda, aka Beauty, aka the Accidental Activist, aka the Serious Blonde. And you've got all these AKAs.
I do have that. They tell me that when I get arrested too. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I've only got 2. Damn it. So I suppose I could put another AKA in and put my real name.
I'm a woman. We get all kinds of AKAs every time we get married.
You should. And that's www.patreon.com, that Oz 2025. And the significance of the 2025, it's my prediction that we will either be at 2 degrees above centigrade or above of global warming, 2 degrees, that big 2 number on average, or it's the end of the world. So I'm rooting for the first one, so it'll be a slow cookout. But anyway, God, that was depressing. How am I going to get any Patreon saying shit like that? So anyway, yes, please, no super chats in here, you guys. And you probably don't have the money for super chats anyway, and it's none of my business. But again, we appreciate it during the week. But Saturday night, we're going to put a moratorium on super chats, and we hope that you would consider joining our Patreon. And a lot of you already have joined our Patreon, and we do appreciate that.
We do.
So much. So we're going to go out with an oldie but a goodie. And this one is very special. And you got to ask me, why is it special, Oz?
Why is it special, Oz?
Because it was done July 13th, 2020, and it's got 52 views. Wow. So it's either going to be a real shitty song or a fantastic cover. And I'm going to let the chat tell me. So everybody that's still in chat with us, you let us know if this is a good cover song for a song that's dear to my heart, and being that I'm such a damn boomer. And Shannon,
well, I was gonna say I let the boomer pick, so you guys tell us who's picking the better music, the boomer or the beauty.
Oh God, I don't want to go there because you pick such good stuff. It's like you win already, but I try.
We share a brain. We can do this.
Yeah, you share. You take my brain cells away. At least they're going to a good place. So anyway,
well, damn it, they're not working for me. I'll tell you.
Shit, I tell you. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. It's we're going to run about 90 minutes max usually, and we're probably going to start at 7:30s, but we might start 7 o'clock. And I'll get the card up earlier next week, and send us your ideas for topics and music and all that good stuff. And this is by Les Gomez, virtual collaboration cover, free. All right now, baby. All right now. Love this song.
Me too. Good night, all.
I like this guy in the middle.
Looks like Franklin.
That's me. No, it's not.
Here she stood in the street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this? Now, baby, maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Now, don't you wait or hesitate. Let's move before they raise the parking rate. Oh! All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. I took her home to my place, watching every move on her face. She said, look, what's your game, baby? Are you trying to put me in shame? I said, slow Well, she said love, love above. Now she's trying to take me in love. Oh, all right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. It's all right now. Took her home to my place, watching her face. Well, she said, look, what's your game? Oh, you trying to put me in shame? I said, slow down, baby, don't go so fast. Don't you think that love can last? Well, she said, love, love above. Now she's trying to take me in love. Oh. All right now, baby, it's all right now. Yeah, all right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right. Baby, it's all right. All right now, baby, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right now, baby, it's all right now. Hey, we're so happy together. Baby, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, everything's all right. All right now, baby, it's all right now.